back to another edition of Bamcomixs, everybody. I'm your host, OC, aka the Multiverse Merchant, aka the Media Maestro, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi. Alright guys, we're going to cover a big amount of news in a short amount of time, and it's all about the rise of the Batmen. So let's get into it. Big July 4th scoop landed over the holiday, and it has huge implications for the future of DC cinema, Zack Snyder, and the Batman of the universe. Ben Affleck is again said to be back as Batman and attached to HBO Max. And recently, streaming service from at&t and Warner Media. Big shout out to at&t. Big shout out to all of you at home supporting the channel. And for those of you who are just joining us, big shout out to you guys. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification, and support us for more movie news, entertainment news, gaming news, and unboxing and collectible news. So thanks to all of you guys out there. So to continue on with the news report, it looks like Ben Affleck is coming back. And, you know, this is a story that we broke earlier last week, and it seems to be getting a little bit momentum in the outlets. It's a story that we're going to continue to follow because it is a rumor. We're not 100% sure at this point, but the media outlets like the Lightcast and of course the Culture Nerd have been making claims through their sources that Affleck will be returning back as Batman in light of Snyder's project, the Snyder Cut. Now, it seems that whether or not he'll be making an appearance in cameos in future DC projects, or if he was just going to be in TV shows or in a whole new movie is yet to be seen. But we're going to break down these rumors in the rumor mill and talk rumors in our rumor report. As you can see, I'm wearing the Time Stone and I got my sling ring ready for Strange because we're going to go back in time to when Ben Affleck was Batman. Now, as many of you know, B vs. S was a very decisive movie among the DC fandom. There were some good parts, there were some bad parts, but a lot of people agree, you know, Ben Affleck, he did his thing as Batman, okay? Despite his personal life aside, with his personal problems, in the history of superhero cinema, the action sequence in the warehouse was amazing, and Ben Affleck did his thing as Batman. He's my favorite live action Batman. There, I said it. It had to be said. It's my opinion, what I believe. A lot of you guys probably don't think so. You have your favorite in the rise of the Batman. All of those Batmen brought something to the table, just like all of the Jokers did indeed bring something to the table. Yes, even Leto did something, okay? It wasn't the best, but at least he tried, okay? So you can't knock him for that. Man, the only time we see Batman fighting multiple thugs at the same time is in the warehouse scene in B vs. S, and that's the way Batman is supposed to fight. Okay, with style, with elegance, with grace, using his environment around him. And so when I saw that scene, I was like, man, I would love 2 hours of this in a standalone Affleck movie. And it looks like all signs are pointing towards something like this is happening. And is it a perfect movie? No. But I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy Zack Snyder's films. And the man is a talented filmmaker, so the fact that we're seeing Snyder's vision come to fruition, and we're seeing the fans who wanted the Snyder Cut to happen, a story that we are also following. It's also the developing story from, you know, way back when, you know, it was announced that Snyder had his own cut of the movie, that the studio cut it, that what we got was 1/4 of the movie that was actually supposed to be the real Justice League. According to the rumors that has surfaced back in May from 4chan about Ben Affleck as Batman, and now Lightcast and Culture Nerd YouTube channels claim the same. So the new info claims that he's already signed the contract to return as Batman, and Affleck will be involved in additional appearances. Now that DC is not chasing after Marvel, and they're doing their own thing, and you're seeing that DC, you know, with movies like Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman, you know, they're starting to really get a taste for what audiences like, what they don't like. And it's a great time to be a DC fan. It's a great time to be a comic fan in general, because it's so much exciting news coming out, right? Now, Murphy also goes down to shoot down the notion that Michael Keaton was brought in to replace Ben Affleck. Again, this video titled The Rise of the Batmen is exactly what we're reporting on. With everything that's happening right now in our world today, we can't have a Comic-Con, but we can have a DC fandom event, an online event tailored exclusively online to show the news, the toys, the reveals, the comics, the movies, the games, everything that's coming out, and all of the future projects of DC. So again, the report, and it's so interesting, it says that they're planning to bring everybody back, says Murphy from The Cultured Nerd. This is planned, this is a design because of Zach, going on to quote him. This is a plan that they're moving forward with. I mean, I'm saying it's a great time to be a DC fan, and Murphy also brings up a good point in the artwork released in the DC Fandom Virtual Convention. Now, if you guys take a look at the artwork released for the DC Fandom, they're creating a multiverse. It's exactly what I predicted. It's exactly what I thought, what I wanted it to be, which I didn't think was going to happen. It's like DC is finally catching on, and they're saying, we have a lot of characters. It's time for a multiverse with something for everyone. According to this rumor, according to this report, it's because Affleck will once again be in control of Batman. Now, interestingly enough, according to the report here, it says that Geoff Johns has been blamed as the reason why Batfleck left the Batman role, as Johns is said to have caused interference with Affleck's decisions involving the script. So now, in addition, Zack Snyder brought Affleck on board as his choice for the DCU's Dark Knight since Snyder left the Justice League. Affleck decided it wasn't worth all the headaches to remain as Batman. So understand, right, that, you know, Snyder has gotten a lot of hate over the way things have turned out in the Justice League. But you guys got to remember, the guy suffered a personal tragedy when his daughter died. Okay, and you know family comes first. He couldn't finish the league the way he wanted to. Unfortunately, that tragedy, you guys can read up about it online, involved his daughter, and family, that's important. He had to tend to that. So, you know, it was left in the hands of course, Joss, you know, Buffy, Angel, Avengers, Whedon, to take care of it. Now, Joss didn't really, you know, pull through the project as many expected. It wasn't, you know, Snyder's league. Murphy says Affleck's return as Batman on HBO Max because he didn't want to take away anything from the new Robert Pattinson, okay? So, people are going to say, well, this is confusing, man. There's like 3 or 4 Batmans here. It's confusing. It's not confusing. You're not going to see Affleck on the big screen. You know, he's going to be relegated to HBO Max. Again, this is a multiverse, okay? Which means that there are multiple timelines. And if you don't like it, blame the Flash. So now, Zack Snyder is back. So a lot of people, says Murphy, oh, Ben left because he almost killed himself in the role. They take it further than what it really was. Essentially, Ben took the role because of Zack, okay? Zack convinced him. Again, Zack has a good eye, okay? As I said, he, you know, championed Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. They take it further than what it really is. I mean, you know, Zack sold him on the pitch. He loved the idea, and he built that loyalty to Zack. So when Zack left, Affleck stayed behind, but he, you know, he said, I can make this work. I will do this. I'm still producing this. I'm gonna happen. But it started happening to him too. He started losing creative control. And when you lose creative control, the vision of what you originally had planned doesn't work out. Eventually his own health concerns came up, and he realized if he kept going down this path, he wouldn't get to do what he wanted. He wouldn't get to do the role that he signed up for originally with Zack. And so it was just compromise after compromise, so he left. But now that Zack is back in full force, Ben Affleck decided to sign on again as Batman. So Zack came back full force. The people that caused the issues to begin with are now gone. And Zack is back making the movie. at&t, they pretty much gave this guy a blank check to finish the Snyder Cut. at&t, thank you so much. Again, if this Justice League cut is successful, we're gonna see a big boom, okay? Prime Venue, HBO Max, streaming is a big thing now. With everything that's going on, and even more so now in today's age, streaming is huge, okay? The fact that HBO Max is growing and having this exclusive content, you know, and other providers like Disney Plus, they have their exclusive content. This is great. So there's going to be freedom. There's not going to be as much censorship or compromise as you would see in the big screen, okay? And for TV junkies out there and streaming junkies and bingers, this is going to be great. You're going to be binging a lot of DC content. You know, other rumors that J.J. Abrams will have his own Justice League Dark picture. It's not clear what Snyder would be offered from Max, but Sutton believes it will be something based on the Injustice games. I'm telling you, if they take Injustice and make that a movie, and that's one of my predictions, I mean, it's one of my hopes, it's going to blow everything out of the water. Injustice makes Civil War look like Disneyland. Proposal is that stated certain insiders or a certain comeback for Affleck is happening, but it depends on the Snyder Cut. So the Oscar winner's preference for creative freedom might be a condition as well. Geoff Johns allegedly interfered with Affleck's script for the Batman, which led the writer-director to step away from the retool project, getting passed along to Matt Reeves. So you have Affleck, who is the brainchild of a project that's now getting passed along to Matt Reeves, okay? No, man. You have a project that you wanted to do, you stick to that project, you stay until it's done, okay? And the fact is that now that you know, Ben has dealt with his issues, okay? And nobody is perfect. The fact that he's gotten better, the fact that he's back working on movies, the fact that he's in a better mind frame to wear the cape is just excellent. The fact that Affleck, you know, what he's doing is separate from what Reeves and Patterson are doing and set in the DC extended universe with Deathstroke as the bad guy. You're getting Joe Manganiello on board. That's a big yes for me, okay? That's a definite in. You know, Magic Mike, okay? The guy is really magic when it comes to making Deathstroke happen. You saw him in his Deathstroke armor, okay? You know what I'm talking about. You've seen him. Something that won't fit in with Patterson, okay? This is the young Batman. He's not gonna meet Deathstroke, okay? But I mean, it's gonna be cool, okay? It's gonna be cool. But Batfleck and Manganiello, Deathstroke, you know, HBO Max, at&t doesn't care if it's rated R. I knew that R-rated movies would be a success if comics were to adopt the R-rated style. You've seen Deadpool, okay? Huge success. A lot of these decisions are coming from Warner's parent company, at&t, directly. The telecommunications giant seems to be taking an active role in cleaning house, and not surprising when CEO Randall Stephenson, CEO of at&t, said no sacred cows. Remark in a conference call last year, no sacred cows. Nothing is sacred, okay? They're going to start retooling and refixing and doing what they want. With all the Batman news, the question is, where will this leave Robert Pattinson? His Batman and its potential trilogy are the result of Geoff Johns' political maneuvering during the Justice League fiasco. Now, on trilogies, guys, I mean, we've had so many trilogies. In my opinion, I think we can give trilogies a little bit of a rest and just go with some nice, great, strong, standalone movies. Tell me what you guys think of that in the comments below. Standing down and founding Mad Ghost created a vacuum for at&t to swoop in. Warner and DC are all in on Batty Son, said Midnight Edge in a new video. But at&t got involved last year by overruling and undercutting at every turn. So again, Hello, this is AT&T. We're cutting you. This is what we want. AT&T wants to find out how the Batman will shake out. So let's see how Patterson does. Okay, if it's good, probably they make the trilogy, okay, which is, you know, in my mind, listen, you shouldn't make a movie just because you want a trilogy. You should make a good movie first, okay? Not make a movie and then sequel bait. Guys, whew, that was a lot. Okay, to process, that was a lot to digest. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. And of course, thank you for watching. Subscribe. Hit that notification button. And we will see you on the next Bamcomixs video review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more content. And please subscribe. Hit the notification button below. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube at Bamcomixs. And this has been OC, your multiverse merchant, your media maestro, signing off.